All right, we're going to do another co-op limitation. This one's from user. Queen. So I was going to do queen. I'll do queens only next time. I'm going to do Stukov mech only. So pretty much factory units, and I think it'll work well. Although when we say mech only, tanks really need the infested Terrans or infested civilians. So that might be something that I need to at least make those. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it works out. But I definitely want to do a Queens only build. That sounds super fun. All right. One of my favorite co-op limitations that I've done was nothing but blink stalkers from Warzone. All right, so we're going mech. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Well, I guess it all depends on who we go up against. It'll probably be like. I liked it to be almost equal parts tanks and what are they called? Diamondbacks. But we'll have to see who the enemies are.
Emperor Valerian's allies have finally arrived, but is it already too late? The plan is for workers to gather xenon crystals to reactivate the stabilizer. Will it work? This reporter can only guess.
No. And by partners, either going all Dark Archons or quite a bit of Dark Archons.
Resulting in endless waves of lava. Another lava is rising. Let's hope the forces down there can be safely.
I'm going to do 2 refineries kind of right away. Or not right away, but at this moment right now.
Let's hope the workers gather those quickly. Bringing a crystal to the stabilizer has bought them some time, but it will take more than time.
So I think I told you, I think I said something about this earlier in the video, that I'm going to be compiling kind of a list, and I'm pretty sure there might already be something out there from somebody else, I'm not sure though, of all of the timings of, all of the timings of the different attack waves.
This report from Terry, our seismologist, who says seismic activity is increasing. That means lava, and it's coming soon.
We have an enemy attack inbound.
The lava is surging right now. Let's switch to Lava Cam 6. We're 4 minutes away from the planet's destruction. Keep watching UNN for constant coverage.
I am going to make a starboard here.
Unacceptable.
I don't know whether or not I'm going to need observers or not, which I probably will. Is there an SCV there?
Minutes until Viridia's cataclysmic end. Well, they can't hear me, but I'm sure the commanders know the pressure is on.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I thought we were pointing over there. I'm sorry. Alright, let's start.
I believe the enemy wishes to test our defenses.
Our seismologist believes the coming lava surge is reaching the mantle. Terry, what is this boring science? Another lava surge is here. Evacuation of the low ground had better be underway.
Oh, good. I can control them.
Looks like they're flying over the lava. That's a bold move with those lava
Oh no.
spouts. They know about lava spouts, right?
Swarm forces.
And I think, if I'm correct,
Looks like the lava has fully receded. Can the commander's workers make up for the lost time?
this thing can fire these things while moving, right? Yeah, it can.
I'm getting word the enemy forces are attacking the commander's workers. Let's watch as the battle erupts. UNN seismologist Terry estimates the planet has 4 minutes remaining. Let's see if you're right, Terry.
Allied forces in combat. My apocalypse is ready.
Alright.
Prepare yourselves. The enemy is inbound on our base.
I'm getting word that the environmental stabilizer is now at 25%, which is still 3/4 of a failure.
Alright. This. Alright.
Evolution completed.
So I still want to wait just a little bit longer, because I don't really have, really as much force as I'd like to have. This is the thing
Allied
with
forces in
Stukov,
combat.
is he doesn't need a lot of gas. He needs a lot of minerals. And if you don't have things that use the minerals,
A lava surge is
I
coming.
mean,
Will this
you don't really get a lot out of everything that he can do, you know? I want to start off with just a decent amount of Diamondbacks.
But who's in danger now?
Just kind of starting with that, and then we'll go from there. Because again, I'm not going to have a bunch of the infested civilians to add. Yeah, to add any extra cannons to my Diamondbacks. So I'm going to focus pretty heavily, at least early on just a bunch of Diamondbacks.
Do not be alarmed. This is only temporary. for spawning. Mutation complete.
Oh, hey, Hyperion, how you doing?
The environmental stabilizer has reached the halfway point. A big moment for the forces down below.
Activating time stop.
I was going to use the guy, Alexander or the Hyperion. Didn't need to do that.
Swarm mutated. It seems our foes intend to attack us directly.
Doesn't it sound like it seems like our frozen temple planned to attack us directly?
Mutation.
It sure sounds like that to me.
Ah, Alexander. I am glad you're after.
Another quake. Another lava surge coming soon. Trust Donnie Vermillion to get you the updates you need. The lava surge is back, yours.
Oh, damn it.
The enemy moves against our base. Show them the folly of their ways.
The salamander has resurfaced. I normally don't editorialize, but that includes
Forces under attack.
Oh, okay, that's what
I
happened.
like to think the lava moves the crystals around.
Look at that artifact.
Says that's unscientific. Don't listen to Terry.
Allies base uncommand forces under attack. Sequences. Allied forces in combat. Allies base under assault. Allies base under forces under attack. Allied forces in combat.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Allied
Do
forces
not want to get wrecked by those.
Allied forces in combat. Allied forces in combat.
I guess the best thing I could probably get is the automated mitosis for the siege tanks. I had to get something for them. Didn't necessarily figure it out yet. I still have a couple things to look into that, but one, I think it probably is like maybe 5 damage a second or something like that. I don't think it's very much.
For spawning.
Can you just go over that?
Swarm forces
I'm gonna try
under
this.
attack.
Sorry, I was killing things as I was going.
That earthquake only signals one thing. Another lava surge is coming soon.
I don't know, I think it does pretty good damage.
The lava has arrived once more. And
I'm trying to think of how much damage that was. Let's try it again.
Flames spread as the molten salamander resurfaces. Will the Dominion's allies intervene, or leave this creature unchecked? The lava has receded.
God, I have so much minerals.
Crystal and
Oh man, so much minerals.
Attack our enemies while time is distorted.
Be alarmed. This is what
Oh,
we
I should
do.
probably be up here. What am I doing?
The enemy's attack will be upon us soon.
Just gonna try to keep hiding the hybrid.
sequences. Allied
The
forces
Alexander
in
is
combat.
ready for use. The Alexander flies again.
Hive cluster under direct
The
assault.
Nerezdin are in peril.
Forces attack combat.
That's not good at all. It's probably one of the worst builds to go up against as Stukov trying to do all mech.
Swarm forces under attack. Ally space under assault. Swarm forces under attack.
If it wasn't for the hit to my economy, this wouldn't have been so bad.
More lava coming soon. I don't blame you. Admit it. You're desperate for attention, Terry. Another lava surge has come.
They were really repairing that thing.
It looks like the salamander has resurfaced. If the commanders are going to do something, now just might be the time.
They died, thankfully. This is why sometimes I really just dislike the fact that the commanders talk so goddamn much. Because you don't hear things like nuclear launch detected.
But when the burning tides rise again, we'll be there.
Allied forces in combat. Allied forces in combat.
We're still waiting for workers to collect the crystal and bring it to the stabilizer. Hopefully things pick up soon.
So I'm going to go try to find another building to go run my one of these guys over. So we can kind of check out the actual DPS of the trail there.
Swarm forces under attack.
Oh, I don't recruit civilians, do I? No, I don't. Okay.
Stopping time
Oh,
now.
that's good to know.
Infestation doesn't strange.
Allied forces in combat.
So unfortunately, the supply depot was probably the best thing to do. So I'll have to go try to find another one of
Beyond
those.
all, the stabilizer is nearly charged. Can they make it? I'll be here to find out.
Slime Trail's pretty cool though. We have one more left.
The enemy has taken an interest in our base.
I am sensing close units. Two can play this game.
A jolt-sized
Nope, gotta go back in.
marks the surface of Meridian Prime. The lava won't be too far behind. Word is the lava is hitting now. Let's go on to the planet.
Just want to put a bunch of this underneath him.
Flames spread as the molten salamander resurfaces. Will the Dominion's allies intervene, or leave this creature unchecked? Its contributions to this
Yeah, there's no more supply depots.
will never be forgotten. It looks like that surge is finally over with. Let's watch the commanders get back to work.
have been working on something new. Enjoy.
Our foes are headed for us. Be ready to defend.
Allied forces in combat. Allied forces.
I think
in
it's
combat.
kind of a little sad they slow him down so much. 'Cause I actually prefer if it didn't slow him down.
Hive cluster.
Well, I guess if you have tanks as a backbone for that too.
Swarm forces under attack.
Yeah, I think definitely having a line of siege tanks in the back would be a lot better. Because just massing the Diamondbacks doesn't do as much as I'd like.
The Dominion's allies are victorious. But was plundering Viridia's natural resources worth it?
Alright, so that's another edition of Co-op Limitations. Supposed to be all mech units, but considering I didn't want to go any starport stuff, it would all just factory units. Stat screen, although there's nothing to see here. Thanks so much for watching. Alright, so now I'm going to do a mass queen build. Alright, welcome back to another edition of Co-op Limitations. This one's going to be all queens. Nothing but queens. So again, I'm going to be building up a lot of resources. I'm keeping it on the army unit life regeneration right now. I think normally I'd probably do the infested structure cooldown. Because I normally like to do quite a bit of infested Terrans. Apocalypse cooldown seems like the best one. Because the Alexander is cool, but I still feel like the Apocalypse has the best DPS. And then, of course, Volatile Infested right now. Because usually I move, when I do use a lot of the Infested, I move my barracks forward a lot to deal with, to make them so you don't have to worry about the length of time they're around, and they get to wherever you need them to be faster. Alright. So yeah, this is going to be an all-queen build, so I'm not worried about Monk at all, but I'm not going to be able to help at all pretty much with Hybrid. So this is probably one of the least useful missions for what I plan on doing. That's just the way it is. And I don't have access to the
rite of Rakshir will soon begin.
my second command center. I mean, I can make it, of course, but I'm not going to have access to the gas as fast as I'd like.
As first ascendant, I will exterminate these traitors. Both of your armies must stand with me to provide their psionic support.
So because of that, I'm going to probably get my gases a little faster than I normally would. I'd like to get up to 18 supply, and that should be that right there. Although I do have a Swan partner, so that'll help. And we're not dealing with super fast units, and they actually die this time. So this will be a lot easier than that mutation we had to do on this map. Alright, start the tech tree. So I'm going to be building up a decent amount of minerals here. So I'll get my next command center out as soon as I have 400 minerals. And queens count as mechanical units, right? I mean, in the sense that you need to upgrade them from the, Stargate, or Starport. Yeah, I think my plan here is to, I'm actually going to upgrade all of my infested Terrans, or infested civilians.
My apocalypse is ready.
It seems Amon's lackeys are moving toward their champion. Intercept them.
Oh, just peachy. Got a wave of enemies gunning for us.
I thought there were two of you in this fight. I expect support from both. Send your armies to my side.
He's got that, so I'll get this.
Now this one I am proud of.
Allied forces in combat. Swarm forces under attack.
Yeah, right. It makes sense that it would be a mechanical unit because it comes from
Allied
the
forces
starport,
in
but I
combat.
still feel like that's really weird. Oh man, I definitely shouldn't. That what was I thinking? At least Stukov can probably take, or can take his expansion relatively quick with everything that he has for.
Drills coming online. Allied forces in combat.
Oh man, that's 2 seconds later, I would have been able to spawn the infested there.
Allied forces in
That's
combat.
2.
We share your structure for a time, eh?
I love that I can't attack it with the units that are being spawned from it.
Settlers prepared for launch.
Mutation complete.
Queens are a great unit, though. They really are.
I did not call upon you for idle chatter. The psionic support from your armies is the key to my victory.
Is it
Move them
really?
near me now. A group of enemies seeks to support Amon's champion. Do not allow that to happen.
Enemies coming for our base. Thought you might want to know.
An apocalypse is ready for swarm
Forces under attack.
No, you can't use it on any friendly target. So you can't spawn a broodling from a broodling. Which I think would be kind of fun. But no, you can't do that. Right, let's go forward. Here. I take that back. I will be able to help with the hybrid because I have lots of cooldowns.
Slay them quickly.
Under attack.
Okay.
I call this the apocalypse.
Allied space under assault.
No, I'm out of energy.
Forces under attack.
Oh my god, I lost that.
Allied forces in combat.
These lumbering elementals have always irritated me. Wipe
Can't
them
really
out
do much
if
about
your
that,
armies
can
are
I,
strong
though?
enough to be divided.
Let's go. So, queens have to stop moving before they can actually cast the spell. It's really weird. It's kind of unfortunate. I can't do anything on him, can I?
Such troublesome creatures. Slay the last one when you have the chance.
Oh, let's move him forward.
I require supplicants if I am to quell this uprising. Do not delay in sending me your armies.
So I'm gonna have, like I said, a lot of extra. I'm gonna make a couple bunkers just to have them. So yeah, I'm gonna get these upgrades over here. I have a lot of queens now, so I can at least do some good work.
Blood unit spotted. We're gonna need some protection.
Infestation buildings land. Enemy forces are moving toward our base.
Swarm forces.
The Alexander is ready for use.
In combat.
I just don't understand why they made it so the queens have to stop moving, and they have to have such a crazy slowdown before they actually do it anyways. Come on. Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Forces in combat.
Amon sends reinforcements to support his champion. Prepare to meet them in combat.
Swarm forces under attack. Allied forces in combat.
Okay.
Mutation complete.
Amon's hybrids are greatly enhancing his champion's strength. They must be eliminated immediately.
Allied forces in combat.
Queens do get the energy back pretty darn fast.
The Alexander flies again.
Under attack.
This only...
Another elemental has wandered onto the field of battle. Deal with it.
Oh, I can't do it to the area. It's okay, good. So I can just do a lot of damage just by spamming this ability over and over again. I swear to God, I never hear that. It is so frustrating to never hear that.
Sequences spun.
Am I crazy, or did I not hear nuclear launch detected? No, yeah, I honestly think it just doesn't happen. Because there's so much going on, and all of the commanders talking take precedent over, important information like, that a nuclear launch is about to be detected.
Vocalist is ready for spawning. attack. This is what we get.
Really?
Allied forces in combat.
Well, I've got static defense at the ramps, and
Forces in combat. Swarm forces. Allied forces in combat.
oh, so was light. I'm just not sure if I have enough queens, to be honest. I think I need more queens.
You don't have long before the elemental escapes. Exterminate that pest before it does.
We have an enemy attack inbound. Allied forces in combat.
That's nice.
All of the elementals have been eradicated.
Ooh, at least this entire wave I can
Turn
actually
full
use my
attention
queens
to
on.
Rakshir.
Well, why? Oh, I must have lost the tech lab, that's why. Okay.
Allied forces in combat. Mutation complete. Allied forces in combat.
Alright, I think I finally have enough queens.
Is ready for
I think I finally have enough queens.
Alexander is prepared for launch. Allied forces
So I'll go this
in
way,
combat.
with this and this.
Allied forces in combat. Swarm forces under attack. Allied forces in combat.
Enemy supplicants are headed toward their champion. Kill them all.
Are they really? Okay, you can't do it in the buildings.
An enemy base stands in the way of my victory. Tear it down and grind the rubble into dust.
Yep, I am fully upgraded queens.
Allied forces in combat. Hive cluster under direct assault.
Oh, they don't get.
The hour is nearly at hand. Keep your armies close to me, so that I might strike the killing blow. These hybrids possess immense psionic power. Destroy them, or that power will belong to their champion.
So you can't upgrade their air attack at all. That's pretty sad. Again, I don't really use the air attack too much, but it'd be nice to know that you could.
Sequences spun, swarm.
And so ends
No.
display. Alaric proves to be a more fitting challenge.
Alright, so that was my Mass Queen build. You can actually still damage hybrid in other units like that. It's just not very consistent damage. Wife just got home. Yeah, have a great one, Monk. And I'm going to take a quick little break, guys. Wife just got home, and I will be right back.